Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 327 for July the 3rd, 2026. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Neil.
Hello.
And on my right by Pilch.
Oh, fucking here again.
That's right. You love it. Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, something like that.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. It's nice to have you here and on board. No Dave this week, but he took an impromptu holiday.
Gone on holiday. Cheeky little break.
What on earth? The commitment level is poor.
I wonder.
would
Don't
never
need
do
much
that.
excuse, does he?
I wonder if he'll meet a man with 7 wives on the way there.
How many were going to St. Ives, Neil?
One
Attaboy.
that we know of. Didn't mention anyone else
Actually, it's 4, right? It's Neil. Sorry, it's Dave. It's Mrs.
3 of them. Oh, and the dog, I suppose. Well, there's 2 dogs, isn't there?
I don't know if the dogs count. Oh, I guess they do. They were counting cats in the other thing, weren't they?
Oh, fuck those. Only they were going the other way.
Kits, cats, sacks, and wives. All right, we're meandering.
Yep, as per usual.
Yeah, and it's not going to get better. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let's get cracking on listener stuff first again. Seems to be the new format.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, don't sound too enthusiastic.
Well, we haven't got any FPL football to talk about. We got real World Cup football to talk about.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of football to talk about. I'm sure there's some. Coach has some Spurs commentary.
Maybe some other clubs might get mentioned. I don't know.
Doubt it.
Could do.
We'll see. All right, listener stuff. Just wondering says, with Sony saying that disc sales have slowed considerably, like a decade ago, although the reselling market does not benefit them, are they failing to factor in how many times a disc is resold and that many users can only afford to commit to the cost of the console based on renting or buying used games at heavily discounted prices? Will the super high price of the PS6 and the lack of used games heavily impact console sales? That's question 1.
Okay. I think this discs thing is a bit of a red herring, I guess, in terms of how much consoles they're going to sell with the next one. The main problem will be how expensive the console is, I think.
Yes. Now,
it won't have a disc drive, so it'll obviously save a few quid there.
Well, I heard this news, and at first I was like, okay, so no physical media, right? Isn't that...
I've been basically...
how are we not there already, right? It was sort of like... Yeah, I was like, but there's a load of guys in my other Discord, right, that were really kicking up a fuss about this. And I just couldn't wrap my head around why. And it was all down to pricing. They were like, we can get physical copies cheaper than digital copies. No, hands down.
Got Switch 2, have they?
No, but they said, but it really impacted one of them because he lives in Australia. I don't know why that is, but like
probably can't buy half the games over there anyway because they're banned.
I don't know. I didn't quite,
Someone's in the chat. I haven't seen him for a while. It's is in the chat.
Oh, it's a hello. Good to see you.
Hello.
He says, hello, you sexy buggers.
Yeah, thanks.
So I think they're in the wrong channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one, right? I don't know. Like, here's. I've been thinking about this and sort of like interacting with this a bit today and yesterday. There's 2 problems. One is, fucking, I don't care, right? I don't care about physical media. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is,
for you?
It's not a problem for me, but that is the other thing. It's just like, I just don't know. Like, Just Wondering makes some good points there, right? It's like, how is that going to impact? It wasn't long ago, 10 years ago, that I was regularly buying and selling video games to fund my gaming habit, right? That's literally at one point I was funding my gaming habit. The only way I could fund my gaming habit was to resell games and buy secondhand games. So I'm very aware of making a knee-jerk reaction to say physical media is dead, fuck it. But at the same time, I don't think that the guys on I don't think that you, Pilch, are a fair representation of who it might affect. And I don't know how big that demographic is, like young
Apparently
kids.
not very big. Do you know what the problem is?
Okay.
Kids. Kids won't be buying stuff. The next generation of people are brought up on free games and all that shit. All download stuff. They're not buying any fucking games going forward, are they?
So, I've got... See, cartridge, when it was cartridges and such like, you buy a game for 50, 60 quid, play it and sell it for probably 25, 30 quid. So you got half your money back, you can go and buy another game. I've got a stack of Xbox One physical games and a few, not too many, because I think I probably just got rid of them. They weren't worth shit, of 360 games. Most of them are Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff like that. I didn't really want to sell. But I
Likewise.
have not got one Series X game. I've had that 6 years, never bought one game, physical game.
Is that because of Game Pass, though?
Well, Game Pass weren't out when it came out,
True.
and I never bought. I've never got the only boxes I've got are the slightly smaller ones, Xbox One games. They're not. I've got no Series X or Series S games at all.
Well,
So in 6 years, I
why
haven't bought a
Microsoft
physical
don't do
game.
very well, because no one's buying their games. It's not just you.
Well, but Daisy has got my Switch, and she only buys digital games on the Switch.
They're cheaper than new ones
And
on
obviously,
Switch 2.
she's never bought a 360 or a Series X or whatever game either. So she's digital. She doesn't, even on a Switch, when you can buy a cartridge and flog it, and they still hold their money.
Well, that's the good thing
She's
about
one of
those.
she's one of the youngsters, and she ain't buying cartridges. So I think it's dead. I don't know who. All right, some
I
people
can
haven't
see
got a lot
some
of
people
money.
clutching
They can
onto
buy a
it, right?
game for 50 quid, take it to CEX, get 20 quid for it, and then that's half. You can still do that. They've half funded their game.
Yeah.
So
Not for
there
much
are
longer.
some people. No. So
I-
there's some people who still rely on it, I think. Or they'll
Why
go
don't
to
they rely on it,
CEX.
do they?
They'll go to CEX and buy a second-hand physical game because they wouldn't.
They might as well
There's
buy a
no way
new
they
one if you're
can.
buying it from CEX. They're fucking mental money in there.
Well, they're not far off.
think
But
I
what I'm
think
saying is, people
ultimately, and
still can't afford an £80 game. They're going and buying them for 30 quid.
Mm.
2 months, 3 months down the line. That is going to be gone. They
that's
won't
going to
be
be
able
gone.
to do that.
And I think my opinion on that is it's an inevitable march of progress. I'm sorry that those people who still buy and sell games aren't going to be able to buy and sell physical media games. That's the way it's going.
Some people like to have a box as well, just on their shelf, like a collection.
Not
for some
not
reason.
normal people. Not
normal people. Just people.
not
some
no,
people.
but not. Sorry, not normal. Normal people is the wrong word. Young people, young, progressive
the next
people,
generation.
Right? Again, I think we're constantly looking at these at a generation of gamers who are still trying to cling on to the past, and we all do it with all sorts of things that we're interested in. We hate change, but I think it's an inevitable. I think it's an inevitable march of progress, and you know what? Those people who can't afford to buy an $80 game, they're not going to be able to afford a console anyway.
No.
They're not.
That's going to be the least of their problems.
But you know what they're going to do? But what they're going to do is they're going to go fucking play something elsewhere. And the publishers will have to go, well, how do we get that money from them now? Right? That's still going to money to be chased by publishers. And if the publishers don't understand that they have to, realign and chase in different ways, different, purchasers.
Oh, bringing back microtransactions, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying,
every game will have cosmetics in.
No, I'm saying ultimately the market's going to work itself out, right? People people will only pay what they can afford to pay, and the retailers have to sell to those markets, or they don't get the sale.
I think they're not going to be any retailers getting involved in games, are they? They've already Xbox is basically non-existent in retail.
I listened to a couple of other podcasts, and they've got guys that have got shops, sell secondhand games and stuff. And a couple of them have said that they're not going to get. You can get GTA 6 in a box,
but it's not
got a disc in it, right? So they're not going to sell them because as soon as someone buys it, they're not going to be able to take it back to the shop and sell it and trade it back in.
No,
So they're not getting anything for it. Once the game's been sold, they'll get their cut, which is a couple of quid, and
Yeah.
then it's gone. It's done. So why would they bother to stock them in the first place? So they're not going to.
fair enough.
Well, they might sell a few GTA 6s, I guess, would be a good reason to stock it. But
Well, yeah, but they want
honestly,
the
I don't
money.
know.
They want to sell it again, don't they?
It's
Well, they
like
When
can't.
exactly
I mean,
when little Johnny goes back in 3 months' time with his disc, he buys it back off him for $50 or whatever, and then he sells it again. Well, they're not if
and
they're
that's
not going to
pure
get the
profit then on a
resales
second sale.
I don't understand. It doesn't make. I don't understand why they still wouldn't sell them if they could sell them and make money.
because
They're
they
not going to
make
make enough
shit. They
money.
don't make anything on the new game, do they? They make money on on getting them back and selling them again.
Yeah,
well,
that's all. Like the markup
right.
there is
So they don't sell
100%
any new
profit for them,
games then,
isn't it? Effectively.
Yeah.
right?
So okay, what's the point in
Well,
them
it won't be
selling
in
a new game
2028.
that there's not going to come back and be traded in 3 months' time or 2
Because
weeks'
still,
time? Or
still, if you're making 5% on an $80 sale, why wouldn't you make 5% on any? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's like cutting your nose off to spite your face.
well, perhaps they
Yeah,
realise
I
that
don't know.
that's the way it's going. They ain't
I
got.
think
They
they're
won't
probably
have a
selling up
shop
their
much
shops
longer.
and business and moving
Yeah.
into something else, probably.
Well, you can't keep a shop like that running based on
No.
game sales alone.
You've got
right?
to sell
Surely not.
Funko Pops and all that bollocks.
Exactly. Right. You've got to diversify
Or amiibos.
somehow, but
Still Switch stuff. It's said, I think the Steam policy, buy, try and refund, works well for a lot of people.
it does. It works
If
great
you've
for
got
all
a
the Steam
PC.
users. Funny thing I was listening to the other day was a load of people just going, you know what we want, one of these console makers going to understand, I want an easy way to buy my games and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I'm just like, but fuck the Steam machine. I'm like, well, you can't want everything.
You can't want everything that offers and then say fuck it.
And then say fuck it, right? I mean, it doesn't work like that, right? There's a reason PC users put in a bit of effort into living the PC
Or
lifestyle.
money, generally.
Money and effort. It's
You don't have to put any effort in. You just have to pay a lot of money these days to get a PC.
Well, yeah.
Equivalent to a console performance.
All right, I got you. Why are you always so argumentative?
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying. You don't have
just
to do
correcting
much
you.
effort.
Arguing.
well,
Correcting you.
You've
I
got to
know,
plug
but
a few extra wires in. That's the effort, I guess.
Right, but no, it's not but you have to understand the working within that PC framework,
Yeah,
right?
I
You have to
guess.
understand of using keeping track of your memory. The thing's not going to fucking babysit you all the way through, although it does a better job than it ever did before. But there's a certain level of involvement way
You've got a download
beyond.
zone. You've got to work out where the fuck it went. You've got to work out how you get
Well,
how
if you
you
just
open
use
that
Steam,
up.
you don't. It's a piece of piss.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, so
Question
we've been
number
basically
2.
on the digital thing for a long time. PC
Yeah, well,
users.
yeah,
like Steam
PC.
binned off basically fucking discs, so I don't know, about what, 15 years ago?
I don't
PC's
even remember
basically
Steam-
been like a
Steam having this
completely
anything
digital
Disney related.
I don't even know where you can buy them from anymore.
I definitely, when I got back into my PC, I bought a PC game on disc, and it was Civilization 5, and it was in Morrison's for about £5. So I was like, oh, fucking buy that. That's a good game. I know that's a good game. But when I was installing it off disc, I had to put. It was taking so fucking long that it was quicker to just put the Steam key in and fucking download it.
Who
rather than
actually
install it off the
sells
disc.
physical games now, though? None of the supermarkets sell them anymore.
No.
They used to fucking
There's
be
no- they don't
wars
make
when
no
Call
money.
of Duty come out to get you in the
Yeah.
store. You sell it for 20 quid, wouldn't they? If you bought
You
bought
go
some
into
shopping
these
and stuff. Nowhere's
supermarkets or
got
whatever.
games anymore.
The gaming, even Best Buy amazes me when I go into Best Buy. I'm like, the gaming section is so tiny now. Even though
They
gaming
sell
is
the
bigger than it's
cards.
ever been.
Sell the
Retail is dead
Gift
for
cards.
gift cards.
Gift
Yeah,
cards, yeah.
that's all they sell.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, let's move on. Question 2: With digital games being so expensive,
Can we just mention another aspect that I've heard people talking about was the game preservation aspect of having physical media available.
Yeah.
So that
There's nothing on the disc anymore, though.
That's the point I was basically going to say. Is like they're basically pointless anyway now. Even like look at Switch. Some of the physical Switch stuff is literally like a card, the code.
Well, the other thing that was making me laugh was I was thinking some guys were going, well, I got no, you don't own your media and you don't have control to play all these old games whenever you want. I'm just like, well, you know what? I have a stack of Xbox 360 games. I've probably fired up maybe 2 of them in the last 10 years, if that. And I wish they were all digital so I didn't have to fucking do any of that. And even then, if I didn't own any of those discs or whatever, I'm sure I could find the fucking $2.99 down the back of the sofa to buy the fucking thing again, right? You know, and then, even then, welcome to emulation. Beyond that, if you haven't, right? You know, it's a whole fucking this, you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Fucking noise.
Accept your fate.
Question
Sad
2.
gamers.
With digital games being so expensive for the latest releases, is there a potential option for digital game rental? 7 days for perhaps 25% of the price of the game with a discount off the game after the 7 days. That, I think, is a fucking excellent question.
I think, isn't this what sort of Xbox were trying to do when the Xbox One was sort of coming out? The whole like digital rights management, and they were going to let you trade your digital codes and all that shit.
They did threaten
and
all
then
that,
Sony did the video, and everyone went "fuck off, Xbox." And because Sony were well on that train as well, going, "Yeah, this sounds like a pretty sweet idea. We get to do the whole thing like your shop mate does: buy it, sell the game for a brand new price, then get it back for a portion and sell it again, the same game."
If anyone could do that, they could do that. Surely someone could figure that out, right? Here, you know, yeah, you're
sort of doing that through Game Pass, aren't you? It's basically renting access, but you don't get to choose the games. So there could be a maybe another. Well, they're kind of basically doing it, but maybe they don't. They offer a way that you can just choose your own games.
Yeah.
It can't be any different to when if you rent a game through Sky or Amazon and let you have a video, let you have a film for like 24 hours, and then they cut it off once it's been watched.
Cut the license
you can't.
Off, yeah.
Yeah, well, sure they can do that with games. You can't tell me that they cannot do that.
Oh, they
attached
definitely
to your
can.
gamer tag.
Yeah, they definitely can.
That's how Game Pass works, effectively. As soon as you don't pay for it, you don't get access to it anymore, do you?
Yeah.
So.
I think there's just too much.
Oh, but your console will have to be always online then.
This is the question. Why would they let you? Why do they want to let you have a game for $10 for 2 weeks when they can charge you $80 for the fucking thing and you've got to keep it?
That's why it's not there. That's why it's not happening, isn't it?
Well, it's because paying fucking 1,500 quid for a console. Maybe they think, well, maybe we'll have to do this, otherwise we're not going to sell any fucking games.
See, I mean, honestly, they're just but they're just in trouble, aren't they, with these massive development costs?
Yeah.
All right. Mike Redmond says, should Declan Rice start at right back against Mexico? First of all, nice to have a question from you, Mike. Appreciate it. Good to hear from you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Happy 250th for tomorrow.
Is something going on tomorrow?
Apparently so. And today.
I heard anything about that for a while. I don't think he should be playing, full stop. He looks fucked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played nearly every single fucking game last season. He's knackered, isn't he? Which is good. Keep him playing. 90 minutes. Let him play right to the final. Let him knacker himself out. Then he can have a nice 3 or 4 months off for next season, can't
he? Hopefully crook.
I reckon his hamstring's in trouble. So
has anyone actually been impressed?
Sorry, we're going to have to try and separate the anti-Arsenal fans.
Apart from Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham, who the fuck's had a decent game for England? Because they've been pretty poor. Although that fucking keeper the other night was outrageous, wasn't he?
I didn't see it, to be honest. I missed the first half.
Oh, God, he stopped everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, till the end.
I thought it was all true to form. You know, England just needed to figure it out. Unfortunately, on the last game, you know, with the game against Panama, they just needed to figure it out. And sooner or later, they broke them down, right? You knew in the second half, they were just going to break them down eventually. And in this game was the same, right? You knew they're going to break them down eventually. Yeah. The problem was they gave up a goal early.
Yeah.
That
made it a bit like, uh-oh.
That made it a little bit jittery. And then, of course, now everybody fucking hates England, right? So,
yeah.
And that's
Kane's
the English fans. That's the English fans I'm talking about.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, very much. Both assists by Anthony Gordon, super sub. There you go. That was nice to see. That's good. That would give him
he's been shit
boost.
up until like fucking 20 minutes or whatever that he played that game. So.
Well, he certainly wasn't shit for that, so that's good.
He wasn't. So, I mean, we've all had our off days at work, haven't we?
Have we?
It's one of those days you can't be bothered.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've worked at 100% your entire working life.
Oh, I can tell you, I put in 100% today.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. 100% for 50% of the time.
That's why he's finished at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah.
Well, most of his customers are on the weekend off. We're having a big one this weekend, by the sounds of it.
All my factories are shut, so I can't really do much anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, what was the question? Should Declan Rice play at right back? No, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think so. Like I say, honestly, he looks a bit fucked. Where's he going to have to do less running? That's where we should.
Who are you going to put in his place?
Well, he's playing goal, won't he?
Well, we can't do any worse than Pickford.
Oh, well, no, it's not Declan Rice at right. Should he start it at right back?
That's where he went. He went, didn't he? He moved him there temporarily the other night. Was it the last game or the one before that? Can't remember.
Maybe start him at right back if you think he's going to be easier on him and you can cover him.
Who are we playing? Mexico. It's not
Mexico.
Yeah. Well.
Mexico in Mexico.
Honestly, I haven't actually seen much of Mexico other than the first game.
At 11,000 feet, it's not looking good on paper.
Yeah.
But it's only Mexico. So what are you going to do?
Yeah. How many games they lost in that stadium?
None since
2 out of 88.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, let's make it number 3 then.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, yeah, we should. Who knows?
Who knows?
You got to beat some good teams at some point, haven't you?
Yeah, for sure.
We hopefully don't have to play Spain or France anytime soon. Hey?
I was going to say most of them are knocking each other and knocking themselves out, aren't they?
Well, I don't know.
Germany,
Spain and France are still in it.
Netherlands.
Well,
Well,
you said about good teams.
Canada are still in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they're going to get to a big team. I mean, whenever. And then we'll see what happens.
There's definitely one. Like,
they're not shit. Right?
The game today,
England aren't shit.
Australia, Egypt. I was like, that doesn't really sound like a knockout game at a World Cup, does it? It sounds like a group game. Australia, Egypt.
But that's what's been nice about
offense to either of those
Cup.
nations. It's a bit like that doesn't sound like a knockout game.
It's nice to see that I think it's a result of the bigger teams having basically tired players. But
I don't know. I feel like it's possibly something to do with having lots of third place teams going through rather than just first and second.
No, but you get the feeling, that these crappier teams, let's call them crappier teams, and I mean no disrespect, but I mean
just call them crap.
But they're fucking up for it, right? They're bang up for it, full of loads of energy, pumped by this fact that they're at the World Cup. And they're shocking these other teams, right? Who are just like, oh, it's
what
just
about
so
Argentina lose tonight? Is it tonight?
Oh, but it'd just be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Cape Verde beat Argentina. That'd be the biggest story ever, I think, in the World Cup history.
I don't know. I can't keep up with all these big stories.
But,
anyway, moving along. Dave, friend of the show,
occasional appearance on the show.
Yeah, when he feels like it. Says, what's the most expensive round/dinner you've ever had to pay for?
Assume it was your wedding.
Oh, well, I mean, the wedding's a bit of a low-hanging fruit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I expect Pilch to drop a good one here.
No.
Come on.
Probably only, oh God, if you go somewhere like Miller and Carter with about 8, no, I reckon about probably 500 quid. But that's for like 7 or 8 people, like Miller and Carter or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't go real fancy, like hundreds and hundreds of pound places. I might go to somewhere where it costs probably, well, maybe 100 quid a person for like a 3-course meal and some drinks. I don't think that's an excessive amount of money.
That's just standard, I would say, generally.
Yeah. So I wouldn't go somewhere like where they charge you like 50 quid for a fucking starter and 70 quid for your main shit like that.
18-course luncheon.
Those meals are absolutely brilliant when you're not paying for them.
Yeah.
As soon as you're paying for them, those meals are the worst fucking meals in the world.
Well, no one's ever bought me a meal like that, so I wouldn't know.
No, I can't really remember. I went to the humble pub down the road for lunch, for dinner the other night when football was on. I was eating my dinner while the football was on. And Just on a Wednesday night, we managed to spend like 130 quid. Just the two of us. On some food and some drinks. So
Yeah.
you can't go
You
out
had a
and not
bowl,
spend a
bowl of
fucking load of money.
chips, 17 pints of lager. Don't know how is it so expensive?
I think I might have had about 6 pints, to be honest.
Well,
We were
there you
supposed to
go.
go, and then we didn't go. And my wife
That's
gets
like
like, "Oh,
40
fancy a
quid
glass of wine."
already.
I was like, "Well, you better get me a beer then, I suppose." And before you know it, you spent fucking loads of money.
Fucking hammered.
Wasn't
Singing
hammered.
England on the way
No, I
home.
wasn't singing England on
Yeah.
the way home. I can assure you of that.
We're going home. Do you sing that?
I
with your
wasn't
wife
singing
when you leave
fucking
the pub?
Wonderwall. Why is this fucking thing? Why has Wonderwall become a fucking thing out of nowhere?
I don't know. It's not here,
It's
luckily.
better than it's coming home, I suppose. I've had enough of that.
I don't recall ever
30 years of that.
I don't recall ever paying for a massive rounder dinner. Not
Don't
that I
ever
can think
remember
of.
paying for a massive round because I'm usually steaming, so I don't remember it. Just look at the credit card the next day and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't really remember much about anything like that. Not
No.
excessive. All right.
Sorry, Dave. I haven't really got a good answer.
Dave. Yeah. All right. Anything more for football? That's all the listener stuff.
I know what we want to talk about football.
Pilch, you want to talk about Tottenham? What you been
Oh,
up
well,
to?
there's been some activity.
Yeah.
I don't know quite what's happened down at Spurs. Someone's tripped up and banged their head, I think, because going mad, haven't they?
Spent all the
6
money they haven't
players.
spent for the last 15 years.
Well, this is the thing. We spent £237 million so far on three players. The other three we got for free.
How long before they all get injured?
Apparently, we've still got another 250 million to spend. We've got to buy a striker and a winger, apparently. So, but the thing is,
they grow on trees, strikers and wingers. They'll be fine. We can get loads of.
Spurs have not spent any. Well, they have spent money, but they haven't spent anywhere near what they've been able to spend for the last about 7 or 8 years. And everyone had a good old jolly good laugh at them last season. Spurs are a joke, blah blah blah. Not a big club. They ain't
Neil,
got.
no. They're saying, "Oh no,
Where's
Neil,
all this
stop.
money?
Stop." I see Neil jumping up there to say, "No, we never said anything like that."
So, but here's the thing. Finally, after nearly getting literally on the last day surviving, the twats in charge have finally realised that they've actually got to spend. It's not necessarily the amount of money that they're spending on players; it's their wages. Tottenham were only ever spending 38% of their income on wages, whereas Aston Villa, Newcastle, all these other teams are spending like 80% of their income just on players' wages. Well, there you go. They haven't got any fucking income. So now all these little clubs are coming out saying, "Oh, it's unfair. Where are Tottenham getting their money from? Oh,
NFL.
Newcastle have got pots of money. Aston Villa have got pots of money. They've got billionaire owners, but they're not allowed to spend any money. It's not fair. Tottenham haven't been spending any money for 10 fucking years so that they could get to this point. All you got to do is spend 10 years buying all the surrounding properties around your ground, spend £1 billion on a brand new ground, not spend any money on players for about 7 or 8 years, hire out your stadium 30 times a season, and then in 15 years' time, you can fucking spend the same money Tottenham are spending. There you go. That's all you got to do.
That's what Luton
I don't see what. There you go. Are they? So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's so salty. Spurs are still probably only coming. Aston Villa fans are coming out going like moaning like fuck. Newcastle fans.
Because you're spending money.
Because they can spend money. Well, you know what's changed? They've changed the bloody rules, haven't they?
Well, Tottenham aren't in Europe, and the rules are different.
Yeah, because
if
they've
you're not
got
in
UEFA
Europe.
rules.
Yes, the tighter rules on spending if you're in Europe. All of a sudden, Spurs ain't got to know Europe. We've got a shit ton of money, and we can spend. Apparently, we can spend about 500 million a year on players because we've got such a massive income.
From what?
And now everyone's not very
From
happy. They've been quite happy.
non-footballing activities.
Been quite, because
Is it?
they've got
Well, they've got massive
Beyonce.
capacity at the stadium, obviously, for
They
actual
make
football.
£4.7 million every week just in ticket sales. Every week.
It's all right, isn't it? Not bad.
So that's where they're getting their money from. But now these clubs that haven't got any income, you can only spend a percentage of what you make. But these clubs that come in, these big oligarchs and bloody oil wallers come in.
State wealth funds.
Yes, they've
Oil
got billions
wallets.
and billions and billions of pounds, but the club doesn't make any money, so they can't spend it. But that's
Whose
been
fault?
all right. That's their
Fine.
fault.
It's their
That's their
fault,
fault.
right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think the problem is like the Qataris came in and bought Man City, and they could just go and spend loads of money because there weren't any rules to stop them.
Yeah.
And, you know, Man United built up huge funds and popularity around the world during the 90s and 2000s, which they're still milking, basically. Like, they've had a fucking disastrous decade at Man United standards in terms of spending money on players that don't fucking work out, but they can afford to do it because their income's fucking insane.
Yeah.
So,
And the other thing is, they're saying, oh, how can Tottenham spend all this money? They finished 17th 2 years in a row. We've literally out of 20 seasons, we was in Europe for 18 of them.
I feel like you're feeling persecuted here, and you're just venting.
Yes, because we've been getting shit for two. We've been getting utter shit from every single fucking team.
Not us, though.
The
We're not
two,
giving you shit.
no. Just everyone I know, friends, whatever. You just
Give
get dog
Tottenham shit,
abuse
but
for
not for your
2
spending.
seasons.
I don't care about your spending.
No,
I'm a Chelsea
right.
fan. What do I care
But
about
this
your
is the
spending?
point. Now we're suddenly spending shit ton of money. And all moaning about it. Oh, that's not fair. It's not
that's
fair.
stupid. You should have been spending the money before.
Yeah, well, we had Daniel Levy holding the purse strings, and he's gone, isn't he?
yeah.
We're still not going to win fuck all, but at least we won't get relegated.
See about that.
Maybe.
There's no fucking way. There's no way with the team that we've just bought.
Yeah,
we will
didn't you
get
guys say
half the
that?
team out injured last season.
I think
so,
you say like that the year before. It was like, well, that's not going to fucking happen again. Happens again.
No, it's never. It will never. Well, no, I said it wouldn't happen again because I thought that the club would actually turn around and say, "Oh, this can't happen again." But it took them 2 years to realise it can't happen again. Anyway, don't care. We've got Tonali, we've got Fernandez, we've got Senesi, Robertson,
Van
Tonali for
Hecker.
Newcastle.
Yes,
That's goodbye.
Who's
and
that?
we've still got.
Sorry, who else have you got? Oh, Van Hecker. That's good. Yeah.
Senesi from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Freebie, that one. Freebie, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, free. Yeah, Robertson free.
he's just back
Dubravka,
up.
goalkeeper, free.
Dubravka?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where was he? Wasn't
He
he
was
at
at
Bradford?
Burnley.
Burnley, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. No offense to Burnley or Bradford.
Now we're after that. What's matey from Bournemouth, the striker? What's his name? Oh, go Kopi.
Croupie Jr.
Croupie. Yeah, we're buying him.
He's too good for Spurs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently, they've already agreed terms with the player, and they're just trying to as the same as the other two. They're just trying to wrangle
the fee.
So a few years ago, when I started working back in 2010, I started working for this company up here, and there was a young guy working there, Junior. His name was. It's not his real name. And
did he have the same name as his dad?
Junior.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly. And he needed a team to support. I was like, dude, you should support Tottenham. And he was like, what, really? And I was like, yeah, you should definitely support Tottenham. They're like, you won't be jumping on the coattails of tons of success right now, but they fucking have a lot of history. They have a lot of potential. They'll probably almost always be in the Premier League, as far as I can tell. That was just how naive I was.
This was 10 years ago.
Excuse me, we have always been in the Premier League. Thank you.
But I think, but honestly, I think Tottenham are a good team too. You know, that's just. But I was going to say, my son's getting into football now. He needs a team. how do I guide
You
him?
gotta-
I would no way would I force. I'm not one of
Excuse
those
me?
dads who's like, you fucking be a Chelsea fan or else I'll fucking disown you.
He's got a team half an hour down the road.
Who, Toronto FC?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but that
take
doesn't
him
count.
down there to a few
No,
games, mate.
no,
Come
that doesn't
on.
get you on in the real world. You need a Premier League side to follow.
No,
He's
that's
doing
the
exactly
trouble.
what I
That's
did.
why.
He's like, oh,
No.
I need to follow football because I can't talk to people half the time. I'm like, that's exactly why you have to follow football, so you can talk with other guys and
Well, it's
girls.
popular. Is it that popular? I think in Canada then.
It's not like in not
They're all hockey
it's not to the
freaks over
same
there.
degree as in England, but you know, he wants to be able to be into a sport. He's not interested in hockey or anything like that.
Like
If he's not a
curling.
glory hunter, I'd say someone like Brentford. They're a good little team.
Well,
Yeah.
they've had a
They're
good
going to be there
run.
or thereabouts. I
Oh,
don't
I
think
don't
they're
know.
going to be. They're not going to be in the shit for a few
They're on
years.
borrowed
I think
time,
they'll
aren't
be
they?
all right.
They're on borrowed
I
time.
don't know. I think they're pretty stable. All right, Bournemouth or
Well, go and
Brighton
support
then.
Crystal Palace, who'd never. Well, actually, did win something, didn't they?
Yeah, they've
Two
won
years
an
ago.
FA
Putting him
Cup
in
and
a-
a fucking Europa League. No,
Putting
the
him in
Conference League.
Brentford's a good shout. Nice, close to Chelsea. You know, we're in the same area. West
Why
London.
don't you
That's
support
good.
Fulham? They're
Or
closer,
Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham.
cheap, occasionally get into Europe. Bit of a posh place to go, isn't it?
Only 2 teams in Chelsea.
What about Millwall? We like Millwall.
Oh, sorry, something
Was
came
it
out
2
of my
teams
mouth.
in
I don't
Fulham?
know what it
Chelsea's in Fulham, right?
was. Mm.
Mm.
What do I know?
You support Chelsea
Yeah, I know.
for some reason.
Some reason.
All right. Any more football?
No.
Nah. Someone's got a new manager.
I've done me rant. I'm not going to mention them anymore.
Did you see that?
What's that?
Our favourite red team got a new manager.
Oh, they're a fucking joke, aren't they? What a joke of a team.
Sorry, remind us what they did. What happened?
So
They've
at
sacked
11:58 p.m. on the last day of this contract clause thing, they sacked their last manager by email.
Via email.
I thought they were going to give him a new contract at some point, and the next thing you know, he got sacked. 2 minutes before he was basically, there was a clause that ran out, and
Glasner's going there.
Yeah, what the
Is
fuck?
Is that
Yeah, how long is
happening?
he
What's
going to be
happening, yeah?
there for?
Is he
Apparently
insane?
this is like they want some
What
long-term
part of it, like,
stability.
he was
What's
in
that?
the Premier League, wasn't he? He saw what was going. He did notice what was going on. At
Well, he
other
won 2
clubs, right?
trophies, and now he's fucked off. So
He's fucked off to Forest.
yeah. Well,
Apparently.
maybe he fancied a job for 6 months, getting a shitload of money, and then fucking off somewhere else.
Weird.
And they just
Yeah.
sold their best player as well, haven't they? So,
Second best player.
well, that's debatable. The other
Is
one's not
Gibbs
going to
still
go, is
there?
he? He's still got a shotgun put to his head.
You never know. I thought Spurs might go back in for splashing all this cash. They might actually get in this time if they offer proper money.
Oh, and see, they're trying to get Bergvall. There's no fucking... If Spurs fucking do any deals with Nottingham Forest, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Why, you should just fuck him off.
Yeah. Yeah,
Has anything else
I'd say,
happened?
yeah, let them negotiate, let them get right to the end, and on the day say, nah, he's going to stay
Actually, he
here.
was just signing a contract extension. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
I don't know if anything else has happened transfer-wise, is it? Looking, it's
no,
not going to be.
only
Before you
Cucurella.
know it, it's going to be fucking Premier League again.
Cucurella's gone.
Oh yeah, he's gone to
Chelsea.
Madrid, but that would have happened a while back.
Where did I see?
Yeah.
Xhaka's
Something-
going to...
Oh no, he's
Where's
staying.
Xhaka? Back
Apparently,
to...
he's staying at Sunderland.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what's his name? Javi Alonso wanted him at Chelsea, but
I don't believe none of this shit until it actually
yeah,
happens.
exactly.
So
Forgotten
I
that
see
was
him
our new
standing there in the shirt. Because that Fabrizio Romano bloke's an absolute fucking twat, isn't he? Here we go. Every day is a here
I think
we go.
he does get a bit of inside knowledge. To be fair, I think
Who's
like
that?
Fabrizio Romano. Do you know who that is?
No.
How do you
some
not know
Italian
who
bloke.
that is? He was, he was a
He
nobody,
goes on
I guess, and
social
all of a
media
sudden,
every day.
He was on Twitch a lot.
saying, yeah, goes on social media every day saying, oh, here we go, this is happening.
So and so's moving here and all this.
And then 6 months later, when it happens, he goes, oh, see, told ya. All right, thanks for that. In the site you got there, mate.
Mm.
He's not the main man now, is it? It's Allstein,
David
is his
David
name?
Ornstein. of the
Yeah,
Athletic.
he's the man to.
He's an actual journalist.
Mm.
So, he has to have
Anyway.
sources and all that nonsense.
Pre-season starts in a couple of weeks. Come on, let's get back into it.
Yep, FPL will be out soon.
Cool.
The what?
The FPL will be out soon, won't it?
The real competition.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing that again, are we?
We got to work out whether we're going to do 2 divisions and all that nonsense.
Well, we'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
All right. Then we'll tell you how you're wrong. Right, let's move on then to what we've been doing.
Watching football.
Yeah, I've been watching football. Went to the Fan Fest on Saturday to the England game.
Did you get wet?
No, it didn't rain. So it was really
surprised that
interesting.
rain.
It means the beer.
No, it didn't rain with beer either. I did see. I think there was. I did see one drink get thrown up into the air, but I mean, generally it was very well behaved. The thing, my take, it wasn't anywhere near as rowdy, full of English fans as I had hoped, stroke expected. That being said, there are lots of people there. There were tons of Colombians there, and Colombia wasn't even playing at that time.
Colombians get everywhere, apparently.
Dude. So we watched the England game. It was entertaining. It was like there were definitely those England fans, like people with flags and all the gear and flags around their necks and all that sort of stuff. But I think it was just so funny.
Any German bomber songs going on?
Just let me finish. They weren't enabled by a traditional English football crowd, so they were very subdued and polite. And you could see that there was a guy in front of us. He had he was knocking back the beers. He had everything, and you could see he was constantly looking around for someone that he could latch onto to fucking just go mental. But like everyone's very reserved and just like keeping it cool and chill. But it was all right. It was all right. And then when it finished, Portugal, Colombia was the following game.
Oh, hang on.
Sorry, was it?
Was that the same night? That wasn't the same night.
It was Colombia. Yeah, it was Colombia, Portugal, wasn't it?
When did you go?
On Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, possibly. I can't remember. Anyway, Colombia were playing the following game, and there are already. I'm pretty sure it was Portugal, and there were already quite a few Colombia fans in there. Lots of yellow T-shirts. And then when we left, holy fucking shit! The amount of Colombians that had just suddenly appeared. Like when we arrived to go into the Fan Fest, we went in. Right, we got there and we went in. That was it, right? It only took as long as it took to walk to the gate and get in. When we left, fucking thousands of people outside, all Colombians, just mental. They had a march going downtown. All that. I mean, that was the staggering thing. Was like, just where did they all come from, right? And then that's the thing about it being here is the English actually, although really well represented, there's tons of English people. They don't get together in crowds, right? There isn't really like English sections of Toronto or communities or anything like that. Whereas Portugal played here yesterday, right? It was a fucking shit show, right? And the Croatians. We have tons of Croatians here. We have tons of Portuguese. They're all fucking noisy, right? So it's really interesting having the football here. It's a really interesting place when the World Cup's on. Just how much is going on with other people and
saw someone
other supporters
completely not into football at all on Blue Sky saying they didn't really expect to get like a bit emotionally carried away with the whole USA thing because they don't like football at all. But it's like something about the World Cup just affects like not just football people, it's everyone.
But when we went to Toronto FC, them guys behind us singing, they weren't Canadians, were they? They were
Brits,
like Hispanics. No, they weren't. Mate, it was the guy singing. It was that guy who kept singing. Right, they was directly behind us. They were like,
he was Canadian,
they were like,
for sure.
Well, yeah, but he was.
Whatever his heritage was, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Everybody has a background.
He was like South American or Spanish or something like that, wasn't he? Yeah. So
He was also well oiled.
oh yeah, he'd had a few turbats. Oh, I did see a clip video of when Harry Kane scored his second goal. It was at one of the fan zones. I don't know where it was. They got a camera behind the bar, and there's two blokes standing there. And mate is paying for it. He's got a drink here and a drink there, and he's just about to hand over the money. Harry Kane scores, and he just picks his drink up and shoves it in his mate's face. He goes, just chucks it over him. It was hilarious. I hadn't even paid for it or drunk any of it. It was so funny.
Could I have another one of those? Yeah.
So how are you guys doing with the times? How late? Some of the games are pretty late for you, right? You're missing.
I've
been
been
horrendous.
watching. Yeah, I've been watching the earlier games. A couple, not many, have been on at about 6 o'clock. So you can get a 6 o'clock and a 9 o'clock game in. But if the first game is 8 o'clock, that's the only game I'll watch.
Yeah.
Because the next one is at 11 o'clock. I'm not starting watching a game at 11
I was
o'clock.
watching Portugal Croatia last night.
And then they're at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That was like a 2 o'clock job. But
I'm not watching that.
I tend to nod off like during the good bits and then wake up near the end and go, "Oh, bollocks, I've missed everything."
Honestly, it'd be if our England game's on at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be touch and go as to whether I'm going to fucking start off and watch that. To be fair,
Yeah,
You're better off just waking up early in the morning and watching.
go into radio silence.
Spoiler free.
Yeah. So I'm used to this with the hockey and the baseball. So because they're always midnight, 2, 3 o'clock games. So I just get up at 6 in the morning and watch them. So that's my routine. So that's probably what I'll do for the England game.
Yeah.
I'll probably stay up.
Have you got to work on Monday?
Yeah, but not till midday.
So it starts at 1, 2, 3, extra
maybe
time.
5.
Be finished by 5 o'clock. Yeah, you'll be all right. You get 5 hours sleep.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a cheeky snooze, maybe. It depends. We've got our 2-day party going on this weekend, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
I recommend you probably might be worth having a couple of beers, Neil, just
Maybe.
to help you along.
I might just have one.
Right. Okay. Moving along, unless anybody wants to talk about the World Cup anymore, which I'm sure we will at some point. I got 2 more things. Animals is on my list here. We seem to become a wildlife sanctuary in around my house recently. So
still got the bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I haven't seen the bunnies for a while. Did I tell you about the robin's nest on the windowsill? Yeah, I told you about the robin's nest on the windowsill.
Yeah.
So the birds are hatching now. We've got 2.
A nest on the windowsill.
Yeah, really bizarre. You walk out the front door.
Do you have cats around
just... No, thanks to the coyotes.
No, the bears eat the cats.
No cats.
Yeah.
I don't have cat problems on my property, thanks to the dog.
Does the people just not have cats?
You rarely see cats out and about. And
if they have cats, they're house cats. Like they don't go out.
Yeah, I think a lot of them get eaten. I've found
That's weird.
Stan and I have definitely found about 2 or 3 cats that have been or bits of cats.
Leg of cat,
whatever.
And
so we have the birds going on in the front, and then I found my resident toad. He's back as well, so now he's living in one of the flower pots.
Poor Pilch hasn't come over actually.
So that's going on. Then the other story I had, I've seen that's a bit of a damp squid, that one.
You got a squid as well.
I got a response.
How many squids have you got?
Squib. So my daughter started a job a couple of years ago, her first job, and the guy who ran the business, the bakery, and the guy who ran the business basically fucked it up, right? He's a franchise owner, and he fucked it up. He was shit. We knew he was shit. You know, when you're getting your daughter comes back and starts saying stuff to you, and you're like, that doesn't sound
legal,
legit. Not legal, but just like, she never met the owner. I'm like, dude, you own a fucking bakery. How are you not meeting your staff? My wife's run 2 stores and she's intimate with all the staff, right? She knows who they are, cares about them, right? Then the fucking first check bounced, right? And you're like, oh my God, here we go, right? Anyway, long story short, after she was there for 2 months, maybe not even that, he went bankrupt, right? And fucking didn't pay tons of people, didn't pay my daughter. So I contacted him and I was like, dude, where's the fucking wages? right? And he's like, oh, I can't pay anyone back. I'm gonna try, I can't pay everyone back right now. I'm gonna get to it when I can. I was like, okay, very well. So then I went off to the Board of Labor and I basically on my daughter's behalf, filed proceedings or whatever it is, right? A ticket. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A work order. And they're like, okay, well, we'll do what we can. And I sort of put all the paperwork together, or whatever. And then there were some phone calls back and forth, usual shit, red tape. And then at another point, they went, right, we've tried to get hold of him. He hasn't submitted the documents that we need from him. We're now putting over it's going now from the Ministry of Labor to the Ministry of Finance. You're like, oh, okay. So that means, right, basically.
At what point do the police get involved in this?
Well, it's not the police now, right? He's bankrupt, right? He owes money. You have to pay your wages. But once the Ministry of Finance is involved, it's just like, we know who he is, we know where he is, and now we're going to garner.
And we know where all his money is.
And we're going to get his money, right? And I was like, well, we'll see about that, whatever. But long story short, check came in the mail this morning. We got it all finally, so they got him in the end, and my daughter got paid.
With interest?
No interest. I'll take it without interest. I'll just take it. It's fine, right? To me, I want that episode closed. But it was a nice example of the system doing what you hope it's going to do. So, it took, like I said,
that's what your tax dollars are for. That's
right.
Yeah, that's why we pay taxes.
Yeah.
So people can't shaft other people.
Yeah. So that was nice. Pleased.
Good.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I've got. I don't think there's much else. Change the oil filter on my car. That's about it. Oh, nice. Nice. Not eye-blinding lasers again.
No lasers this time. No. I bought. It's a a set of 4 lights on a tripod. 2 Derbies. Do you know what Derbies are? And 2 power lights, including a strobe in the middle of the power lights. So the Derbies are like a sort of like a horseshoe from the top, and they've got like lines down, and they just do like sort of patterns all over the place, spotty, a bit sort of squarey everywhere, all over. And then there's 2 power lights. They've got 3 lights on them up front. They're just normal light LEDs, change different colours and that. And then they've got like it's not like a triangle. It's like if the triangle was split up and it had a point in the middle with this 3 spikes. Like, what the fuck is that called? Whatever. So yeah, 3 lines that meet.
You're going to have to post pictures in the Discord.
Yes, yeah. Like I say, there's 120 degrees between each line. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Keep the receipt. That's all I'm going to say.
They're the strobes, and I put it on to test it in the daytime in the house, and I was a bit like, they're not as impressive as the old lights, I don't think.
You know what would make it
with
pop?
The lasers and everything. Smoke machine. Yeah. I have not done that. They did do a pack with a smoke machine. I was like, no.
Dude, it's the inevitable.
Anyway, later that day, the wife comes home. And I was like, oh, I put the lights in, tested them. She was like, oh, do you not like them? I was like, well, they weren't that bright, I didn't think. And then I put them on when it was a bit dark. And I was like, fucking hell, I can't see fucking anything. I'm getting blinded. It's like, okay, I think they're quite bright. So they might be a bit too bright for indoors. In a small room like we've got. Be right in like a big sort of hall.
Concert hall.
Room. It's like, they were a bit
go
over
big or
the
go
top.
home.
I was like, oh shit. You can't really turn the brightness down. So they're going outdoors.
Gone away, actually. I should get the disco on the go downstairs.
We're going outdoors and see where they're going to go outdoors. And then I bought some other lights for indoors because I can't just have
Neil starts up his party fucking planes so I can start coming out of the falling out of the sky. The pilots are blinded.
Yeah,
the birds will be dying of exhaustion because they won't be able to sleep because they think it's daytime.
So yeah, they looked pretty epic actually in the lounge. I was a bit like, these are a bit too much. So I bought some more lights for indoors. Nice. So you got those little dome ones, that put little patterns on the wall.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, I've got 2 of those now. Plus I bought another one.
Ooh, like old 2 ovens, eh?
This one, it's not a small one. It's like a big one of those, and that's pretty cool. So it's got DMX plugs on everything. Are you
going? I've been eyeing up DMX stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
not big.
My big lights have got DMX and everything on as well.
Yeah, the thing about the lights and I really want to play around with DMX stuff. So if anybody doesn't know, DMX is like, I guess, and I'm not even an expert or know too much, but DMX is like the protocol for
You
controlling
can like
lights.
controlling the lights via a computer
Yeah.
generally, or a controller.
So I'd like to
of
have a
some
go with it,
description.
but at the same time, I'm completely aware that the last thing that's going to be any good is loads of lights whirring and buzzing. I mean, actually, static lights would be okay on it. The problem is noise when you're inside. If you have lights that are too
Well,
noisy.
the Derby lights make a bit of noise because obviously they've got
Yeah.
motors in that move the lights up and down
Yeah,
and shit inside the box. But they're not. When the music's on, you can't fucking hear them.
You don't notice it, yeah.
No, they're not that loud. So
Well,
you
that's
can
cool.
go
You have to
ahead.
send us the pictures.
Go ahead with your lights purchases, Fraser. Do it. They're not that expensive actually.
I just want to play around with the DMX stuff.
Yeah,
I'd
well, my
probably be
brother
bored of it within 5 minutes.
My brother had he won something at work, and he got this wireless DMX thing, and he was like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Well," and I had to send my lights back. I was like, "There's no point in having it now because I've had to send my lights back." But now I've got it again. I'm like, don't know what he did with that. I wonder if he fucking I think he was going to give it to someone else. But I might, because there's a piece of free software that I've installed on my PC ages ago. I never got around to tinkering with it. It's called, it's got a Q in it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's supposed to be really good.
Right.
For like controlling your lights and everything. But yeah, that's another level. That needs preparation. That's like you're pre-programming your light show. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can be asked with that. Just put it on sound.
That's the thing.
Put it on sound,
really good.
reactive, and then just fucking let it go for itself.
Exactly.
So yeah, so big party this weekend.
All right. Anything else? Pilch?
I haven't got anything really. Fix another toilet system. Mentioned a couple of months ago that me inlet had packed up working, and I fixed that. And now this weekend another one's packed up out of the 5 toilets we've got. So I had to fix
What
that
are you
one.
doing
But
in
now I
them
know
toilets?
I'm doing it literally. Well, they're
5
just 8 years
toilets.
old. They're just sorry.
He loves dropping them, doesn't
He's
he?
got-
Such a fucking guy.
Well, when I have to tell you I've got 5 toilets, because when I tell you next month that I've had to fix a toilet, you're going to say you fixed that last month. I've only got 3 more to fix. I've ordered 3 more valves
Pilch's
ready.
toilet tour 2026.
I've got
I'm sure they're
well, I opened my cistern because we had someone replace the
Mhm.
one that was there before, and I opened it and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is like a new way of doing the flushing. There's no like fucking floaty ball that stops the tap."
Gone ages ago, mate.
I was like, "What the fuck is all this? This is all fancy."
I'll give you a little tip here just in case.
Mhm.
Those toilets, sometimes they'll leak slightly at the seal. And so you'll be sitting there and every so often you hear a psh as it just refills itself because it's drip,
Mhm.
drip, drip. You can just
Yes.
basically unclip it. You just get your hand in there, unclip it and just clean the seal and pop it back in.
You think that's
I
where
have to do that.
my little leak's coming from? I keep getting
what?
emails and letters from Angry and Water to say, "We think you've got a leak."
No, it
Well,
won't
you would
be
hear the
that
toilet
much.
filling up if it was a leak.
And
But
you'd
it's not-
have
you say it's just a little
limescale.
bit though.
You'd have limescale in down the side of the bowl as well if it's constantly running.
Yeah, well, you can. It's not constant though. You said it was like an occasional, like psh, it's like it sort of lets go of it every now and again.
Well, it just doesn't quite seal properly, so it dribbles.
The cistern isn't sealed. The bottom where it lets the toilet out to flush your poop away, it's
Yeah.
not sealed
Or
completely.
we.
So it's dripping. So
Oh,
it's constantly
in there.
dripping, but the bowl won't refill. The cistern won't refill every drip. It'll wait until it gets below a certain point, and then bring it back up, and then it'll drop, and then it'll bring it back up. Right. So it's every so often.
I
It's
definitely
called a
haven't
differential.
got any. I definitely haven't got any differentials on my U-bend.
Anyway,
But anyway, I have to keep cleaning the actual dropper bit that empties the cistern
Your
Yeah.
into
butthole.
the toilet, because that keeps getting furred up, scaled
yeah,
up,
yeah.
and then it don't
And
seal
I think you can
properly.
replace the seals too on those.
Mm.
But then it's
Well,
almost not
just
worth
so
it, right?
cheap. No, that's why I just ripped out the old ones and just plonked, and I only paid like £9 for one on
Yeah.
Amazon. Just unscrewed it from the bottom, drained out the cistern, unscrewed it from the bottom, new one in, do it up, job done. Takes 5 minutes.
piss.
Takes 4 hours, Lisa. Takes 4 hours.
Attaboy. Yeah, he knows. That's the game.
What have you been doing? Fucking about with that toilet all day, ain't I?
I definitely had
You
that
wanna-
the other day. What was like? What have you done today? I was like, I was just said to myself, I was like, I don't actually know what I've done today. I went to the gym for an hour and a half.
You probably slept for
I
some
don't
of it.
remember what I did for the rest of the day.
You went to the gym? Since when are you going to the
I
gym?
went to the gym on Tuesday. That's what I've done this week. We got a new leisure
Oh,
centre.
that's not on your list.
No, we got a new leisure centre the other side of town because they've shut our
Nice.
near local leisure
Gym.
centre.
I'm
and
just
opened a
filling
new
in
one.
what you've been doing.
Spent
you haven't
30
done
odd
it.
million pounds on this new leisure centre.
What you did, that's a fucking
me.
expensive. Mine's about
Not me.
£3 a go. Oh,
£12.50 for a session in the gym it is. £6 for a
shut
swim.
up.
Yeah, that's the same price as it was at the old place.
£6 to swim.
For an hour. If you can
How long
last
of
that
that
long.
hour did
I didn't go
exactly? Oh, okay.
I went to the
Oh,
gym.
you're doing weights, are you? Doing weights.
I was using the machines. I did a good, I reckon, 3/4 of an hour on treadmills and bikes. So I did quite a bit of running and walking and cycling. And then I did a few weights.
You have to pay people for that?
Yeah, apparently. But
If you'd have
found out.
cycled there, you wouldn't have had to
Well-
pay the £12.
Yeah.
It's good that you're doing that.
Well, I've only done it
Yeah.
once.
Well, you're going to keep doing it then. right?
Hopefully. But I've got to
Not for
work out.
£12 a go.
Not
mate.
hopefully,
No,
not
but-
that, dude. Come on.
Well,
Get 2 pints of beer for that.
maybe.
Fuck's sake.
Depends where you are. It's £42.49 a month to join the gym plus swim. But through work, there's this thing called Well Hub.
Yes.
And the old leisure centre that is now shut is still on the Well Hub app for like £22.50 a month or something.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you can go to some other places for the same thing.
You get Apple Fitness with that as well, by the way.
Not for that. You have to pay a bit more for.
Yeah,
the
you
extra.
do.
Pay an extra tier.
No.
It's in a higher tier. Apple
You
Fitness.
listen to
No.
Toilet Man. He knows.
No, I know because I looked at it literally this week about 3 times, and Apple Fitness Plus is not in the basic tier for 23 quid or whatever. It's in a higher tier.
I don't know.
But
I'm
yeah,
going with
then
Pilch on that one.
Let me have a look on my... Oh, I can't. It's up there, but I'll look on my app.
Go on then.
I'm going to.
So anyway, that at the moment, I was like, but Tiddenfoot, the old leisure centre, was a bit naff. It was a lot smaller. The new place is fucking huge. There's like at least 10 treadmills in the new gym, which is like, I've never seen so many treadmills.
No? You've never been to a treadmill convention?
No, funny enough. And they've got some funky shit in there. They've got this Reformer studio where you have to pay extra money for that. I don't know what that is.
Of course you do.
You can have
And
4
that's always booked up.
members. You can
Huh?
have 4 members
Oh yeah,
of
you
your
can have
family on that as well.
Yeah, I can have family members on there as well. So
Yeah.
we can get everyone in there for under £100 a month.
My gym, my sports centre, which I can literally see across there, the local council sports centre, the school sports centre, that used to be on the £12 tier.
Oof.
Yeah, and I had that for about 2 years, and then another company took it over and stopped doing it. So I haven't been to the gym since. But yeah, it was everybody in Tesco's signed up for it after
Yeah.
I told them about it.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
It
Even
is.
some of
I mean, there's
if you
so
pay
many
like
other gyms.
40 quid, you can go to like the David Lloyd ones and
Well, I don't know about
normally
that.
like 80
There's a
or 90
diamond
quid.
membership on there that was £200 a month. I was like, fuck
Yeah, I
off.
know. That's yeah. When I first had it, it was the cheapest one was £9.
I think it's £11 now, so it's not gone up too much.
And then there's 22, I think the next one, 22, 23.
Yes, yeah, if you pay a year, I think it's a bit more. It's 25, I think, monthly,
Is it?
or 22. Works out 22 if you do them 12 months up front. Or whatever.
It's still cheap.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than paying full price. So we'll see. Hey, someone's going to check it out this weekend at work. They're going to see if
They're
they
gonna
can
what?
check it out this weekend
Check it
by
out.
taking they're paying for the Well Hub thing anyway, and they're going to see if they can use it because people have been saying that they can get in the new gym, even though the new gym is not on the Well Hub app because the old gym.
Is
has
this the
been
big?
replaced.
Is this the buzz round the buzz?
Yeah.
And the fucking new.
Well, they've
10
signed up like
fucking-
700 new members. We had Colin Jackson at the opening Know who Colin Jackson is? Remember him?
No.
A great British hurdler of your times of your, like, I don't know,
Right.
what, 2000s maybe?
Do they do hurdling there then?
No. We had 2 Paralympians as well.
There's a joke in there, but I'm not going to
I
say
don't
it.
think there is a joke there. That was actually true. I can't remember who they were, though.
The joke was don't go into the showers with Colin Jackson.
Was
Where's
it?
that come from? Anyway, moving swiftly along.
Why is he waving?
All right.
So anyway, yeah. Got a new gym in town.
Well,
There's
that
new
we got a
gym in
lot
town.
from that. Just you happened to drop, just slightly drop. Oh, went to the gym. Look at that. It was nearly 15 minutes of content.
See it?
There you
Fucking hell.
go.
We talk about any old shit on here, won't we?
Don't we?
Well, we don't have many games to talk about, so
This has well been waffling
Speak
about a
for
load of our bollocks.
yourself. In fact, you haven't got any on your list again. Why don't we
You
have
have played
these show
games as
notes
well.
to read?
I saw you bought new games.
yeah. I
And you
refunded
played them. Oh, there's a fucking shock.
Steam is the Game Pass.
When you
I
don't have
always
Game Pass,
needed.
just buy games on Steam.
Just
and
buy
then
games on
refund them.
Steam and
How much
refund them.
Steam credit you got now?
30
About
bucks.
$1,000?
No, because I had no money, so I had to buy them, and now I refunded them, so it's in my thing is Steam credit. Anyway, I'll talk about them if you like. I bought one called UFO 50, which is like 50 Spectrum games. They're not Spectrum
They're
games,
not all
but they're sort
Spectrum
of
games, are they?
they're not Spectrum games, and I don't think they're any
They're
real
not-
games.
They're
like-
they're fake games. So, well,
They're like
they're
fake
games.
old retro
Yeah.
games, but they are games.
Probably
Anyway,
better
lots
than the old games that they're riffing on.
Yeah, and lots of people were like, "Yeah, it's a great collection. It's overwhelmingly positive." Blah blah blah. But you know what? I think it's overwhelmingly positive if you want to play those shitty type of old games. I just gave it. I gave it a really, really shitty shake at the stick. I was fucking in
Yeah.
there for about 2 minutes before I went, "Fuck this
Apparently,
noise."
there are some really good bangers in there,
Yeah, well,
but there's not 50 bangers. So.
no. And then I bought Crow Country, which is like that. Didn't we talk about that
I played
before?
it. I never got very far. I played it for a
No,
good
and
hour to a couple of hours, and then just never.
I
played
started
again.
it, and I had high hopes for it. It's like a old school Resident Evil clone. But even the first area I walked into, everything needed to be checked. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't walk more than 2 steps without having to look at a piece of paper on the floor, or look at something to the side, or look at that. There was an A to read button fucking every 2 steps. I was like, I'm done with this. So I hooped that.
You'll be surprised it's got bad shooting in it as well. It's already, up.
Oh yeah, and then there these 2 zombies were coming down at me from a corridor, and I was trying to aim at it, and I was fucking
you can't,
shooting
'cause
into
you're
the
shit at
fucking
games now.
Yeah. Well, it was like none of the buttons are like traditional buttons.
No, it's like, why am I pressing A to shoot my gun? It's
Why
supposed
is
to be a trigger.
RB my trigger button? And yeah, I don't know. It was very weird. So yeah, back to the drawing board.
Oh well.
I can tell you, I've been plugging away at Lego Batman. I will get that tidied up. I think there's about 6 districts, and I've probably cleared a good 3 of them, I reckon now. So I just sit down, play for an hour or whatever, just clear a load of challenges
Do
until
you
I can't stomach them.
streaming that from PC to your Apple TV, or are you doing that?
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah,
That's
just
working
fine.
all right. Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes connection. The only problem I have with the Steam Link on the Apple TV is sometimes, because this happens a lot at the moment, is I'll be playing Batman and then I'll switch over to my sports app to watch the World Cup, and then when I come back to the Steam app, it doesn't
I'll
like
just
it.
shut the
It
bed.
doesn't it shits the bed with the controller.
Yeah.
But generally, it works well once it's going. And then I've played quite a bit of Hunt. Of note, they have added, because tons of the maps have really changed now. They've put in all these sort of like areas, like they've got a fort there now, and there's lots of like wrecked trains and things like that. Like the maps are generally the same, but there's lots of areas have had adjustments made. And then one of the things they just brought in as well. So they had the fort, which you haven't seen, and when you go to the fort, there's like ammunition cases and things like that lying around, and you can pick those up and extract with them. So you pick up this case and you take it all the way to the extraction, and you get money or items. But it's a bit of a fucking ball ache. Anyway, so this week they've introduced a balloon. So now the balloon sits
What, a
there in the
Fulton?
middle of. It looks like a Fulton a little bit, but yeah, it's a balloon that's just sitting there in the fort. And when you get to it, you have to. It's got 3 hoses running to it, right? Because the balloon's not filled. And if you turn on one of the hoses, it takes 12 minutes. If you have 2 hoses running, it takes 8 minutes. And if you have 3 hoses running, it takes 4 minutes. So then you start the 3 hoses going, and then it's got slots for 4 cases and a bounty token. So you can put a bounty token on it, and you can put the cases in, and then once it's filled up, which takes fucking ages, you release the balloon and it goes off into the sky or whatever. It's not going to be around for long. I guarantee it. There's no fucking way that's going to be around for long.
Makes no sense in the lore terms.
No, the problem Psycho Ghost was pointing out was you could get to the fort, prep everything for the balloon to take off, and then time your extract, and then you banish the caged boss that's there now. And if you time it, if once people know the timing, they'll be able to banish the caged boss and then immediately throw the bounty token onto the balloon and extract it, right? So basically, if you're on the map and you see the caged boss is basically banished, you have no choice but to have to run to it, right? Because otherwise you're not going to be able, you may not get a chance to get the bounty, right? So that's a problem, right? You should have an opportunity to chase down the bounties. That's the whole point of the fucking game.
So what, the cage boss is always in the same place as this balloon, is it?
Cage boss is always in the same spot, yeah.
Mm.
You know, and you don't fight him, right? So there's no noise or whatever. You just have to go, just banish him straight away. So if you turn up, get the balloon prepped, then banish him.
But no one knows where that is, do they, on the map, or do they know?
Yeah, they do. It's shown straight away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you spawn right near it, you're like, hey.
Yeah, I've been needing to get there for some challenges, and I keep spawning miles away. But it is a good spot for fighting these days. It is fun. So that's cool.
I haven't got that game installed anymore.
Shame.
Oh,
I have a challenge. I need to pick up. I need to pick up 3 teammates. Are you gonna somebody come in and help me with that? I'll get my son.
That's only one. You can't only have 2 teammates at most.
It's pick up a teammate 3 times.
Oh, what, like when they're downed?
Yeah.
That's probably not going to happen if I play with you, is it?
I'll
be picking you up.
I think we, yeah, but
do you still get the points if I pick you up? Do you?
Yeah, I might get the points even if you do, so that's okay. All right, Pilch, you want to do one?
Okay, so I have been playing. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Abyssus. Abyssus.
I feel like you just weren't getting on with it last week.
Well, I wasn't, because I was playing on my own, and it turns out that you can't get far enough through the levels playing on your own to be able to upgrade and progress. So I started joining rando games, and I would rather play with people I know, because it is a very fun game. But yeah, I'm cracking on with it now. Last week you said it was procedurally, whatever the thing generated. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be, but from the 7 or 8 games that I've played, or run throughs I've played, it's pretty much been very familiar. It doesn't seem to have. Yeah.
Did I say it was procedurally generated?
Yeah, you did. You must. Yeah, it does say it on the gate. Yeah, it does say it on the
Is
instructions.
it one of those? I may have asked this last week because I was drunk and I don't remember. It's like one of those things where parts of it are sort of done. That was a Returner, wasn't it? Similar. Like there was bits of it, but it will be in a different order from maybe. So there's
I think it's
parts of the level they're all like handcrafted, but they're like stuck together in different orders.
Yeah, in different orders. Yeah, I think that's what it is, because each time I've done it, I thought, oh, I've done this bit before. There's loads of little. There's a whole upgrade thing. You can upgrade your weapons. There's 5 different types of guns. There's different suits you can unlock. But if you don't progress, if you just do a couple of rooms, I'll call them rooms, because you go into an area and you can't leave that area till you've killed everything in it, and then a
bit
door
like Doom,
opens
isn't
at
it?
the
Doom
other
did that
end.
as well.
Yeah, and then you move on. So shooting wise, gameplay, it is actually very good. I haven't got bored of that at all. But it does this thing where, as long as, say there's 4 people, if 2 of you get to the next point and ready up, a counter starts. And if someone's pissing about, wandering off, going back the other way or looking for stuff, once that counter goes to 0, you'll get put into the next room. So you haven't got to wait for people to bugger about. You haven't got to go and find them and go, oh, I've got to come back this way. Which does happen because people just wander off for some reason. I don't know. It takes, well, I've got to the final boss. There's 2 or 3 different bosses as you go along. There's about 6 or 7 levels. And there's probably 2 or 3 bosses. So every other room there's like a mini boss. And then you get to the final boss, which I've done 2 levels. I haven't been picking. I've just been joining other people's games, so I haven't had a choice of what levels I do. But I've only so far seen 2. So whether they're putting me in with people with a similar level and experience as me, and we've only got to the first 2. One's like, it says it's submarine, and it's sort of meant to be in a submarine because you're supposed to be underwater. It's all underwater, and you're supposed to get down different depths.
The
The further you
Abyss.
get, you go further depths
Yes.
down the level. But I really like it. It is good, but I would rather play with people because
Yeah.
you have to really have to talk to them and build your. Because every time you finish a level, you open a chest and you can
Like
upgrade stuff. You can
coordinate
choose.
upgrades between you to
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so that some people there's not like one's a healer and one's it, but you can if you all have slightly different weapons and slightly different buffs, then it helps everybody else. So you really need to be able to talk to them to progress.
Yeah.
How
A
much
couple of
how much time do you reckon you've played this?
7 hours.
Yeah.
I had a look earlier.
Yeah.
A run to the end. We've nearly killed the final boss 3 times. But when you get downed, you can keep crawling around until someone rescues you. There's no like timeout. You just keep crawling about. People don't seem to want to
Pick you up.
fucking pick you up, and then they die, and then that's it. You're all fucking dead.
Yeah, that's the problem with randos, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Whereas
reviews
if
are
you was playing
interesting.
with friends,
It looks as though
it is good.
Steam's got pretty mixed reviews, but
It's cross-play,
a lot of people.
cross-platform.
But I think on the Steam reviews, I think the devs released an update that pissed a few people off, and
Right.
the
bit of review
internet
bombing.
went, and it got review bombed. But most people are saying ignore that. It's basically fun.
The shooting's so satisfying.
It does look
a
like
lot of people
sort of Doom
Really
and
good.
that metal. What was it? Metal
It's
Eagle?
very
It's got
it's
kind
very
of vibes.
frostpunky. Is that what they call it? Very like
Steampunky.
mechanical and steampunky. That's it. Yeah, very sort of early 18, like
Victorian.
1900s. Yeah, and the characters speak like that. It's not like constant like these bloody games where all these characters are talking and saying shit as you're playing, but they do have a few little quips and stuff as they put in. But yeah, I think it's really good. But like I say, I just would rather be able to play. You can't play it on your own. You just can't get far enough.
Person on the videos, but it looks like they've been playing it on their own. So
Perhaps I'm just not good enough.
just you need to get good.
I mean, I might be able to now because
You've had a go.
Yeah, I've upgraded my skill tree. I've got like.
Are they permanent upgrades? Are they as well?
Yeah. I've got, and you can change them. You can. It's like you can equip them. So you get these souls or whatever they're called, but like the first layer, there's like 6 or 7 of them, and you can choose I think there's about 5 of them, and then it opens up the next level. But the next level is then 3 souls per perk, and then the next level's 5. So then you've really got to get further in the game
Do you
to
have
get
to?
more souls.
Can
You
you?
only get the souls by killing the bosses
I was
or
gonna
the
say,
little
right,
bosses,
okay.
and they'll only drop 5 or 6 per kill. So I'm now at a level where I've got the minimum is 10 per perk. So I would have to finish a game to
Yeah.
get 10. I'd have to kill that final boss, because when you kill a little boss, he drops all this shit on the floor. Not a huge amount. He drops a couple of perks and then some money and then like 5 or 6 of these little soul things. And you don't. It's not a mass bundle to get them. You all get them. If you don't pick
Oh.
yours up, they stay there, but you can't see theirs. If you know what I mean. It's not like all these things suddenly disappearing in
No
front of you
race
because
for the loot.
Yeah. You just pick yours up.
That's
There's
cool.
loads of little bits. There's loads of little things, and that you can choose the depth that you start at, and I haven't worked out quite what you do or how it works. But and there's other little things you just go to this area, and it says, oh, you can change your suits. I haven't unlocked any diving suits yet, but they obviously do something different to what my suit does. And then, like I say, there's 5 weapons, and they've all got 3 or 4 different abilities that you can only have them at the same time. You can only have 2 things that you're gonna do, and as you unlock them, you can pick. There's a tree that's got 4 items for the one gun and 4 for the other gun. You can't pick any of them. You can only put one of those 4 in that gun and one of those 4 in that gun.
Mhm.
And I've only, even in 6 hours, I've only unlocked one other attachment from a gun. But so when you finish, you build up you buy these things for the souls. They're permanent upgrades. And then when you kill something or open a chest, it will give you a choice of 2. Like it might
Buffs.
be it gives you, but there's also chests where it takes things away. So it will say, oh, use 5 of half of your health, and it will give you more health or a higher health, so that when you get to the next one, instead of your health being 300, it's now 400. But you've just lost 150
Yeah.
because you gave 50% away to get a
We
higher.
got
So when you get to
survive.
the next level, once you've survived, you've got a better, if you can survive,
Cool.
you've then got a better base level to start off with.
Investing.
So I like it. I think it's really good, but it's just got no one to play with.
Yeah.
I
So
think I may have downloaded it.
There you go.
there you go.
I haven't got Game Pass, but it's cheap on Steam.
How cheap?
Yeah, I think it was only about 7 or 8 quid on Xbox at the moment, so it was probably similar price.
No, the Steam sales until Thursday.
Well, get it and play it for an hour, Fraser, and if you don't like it,
Yeah. You've probably
If
got enough money in your account. Well, you will have enough money in your account. to
broke,
buy it.
mate.
You've got money in your account.
I'm broke. Don't worry about my account.
and that is the
Your
only
Steam
proper game
account.
I've
It's
played
not
this
real
week.
money.
Your Steam account, yeah.
Fake money.
But yeah, another one of them games that surprised me.
Nice.
Hmm.
All right.
Have you done yours? You've done
Yeah, go
yours,
on, Neil.
Fraser, haven't you? Go on.
Well, I've been playing Final Fantasy XVI all week. I feel like I said last week that it was hinting that there might be something coming up. I was like, can't possibly be the end of the game. But I wasn't sure. Well, it wasn't the end of the game. You'll be shocked to hear.
No, you know it's too early.
I was like, there's no way this can be the end of the game. Something major did happen, which meant I got another new ability
Oh.
to add to my. So I've got 3 icon abilities now. No, I don't change. Like the icons are like sort of the summons. Yeah, so it's still at the point where Bessim Clive You can't control. He's a dominant. We know he's a dominant now, but he can't control it properly. So he can't just at will pop out into the icon form. It happens, a bit like fucking Dr. David Banner in the Incredible Hulk. When he gets angry or something, he might accidentally turn into it. Obviously, it's only at appropriate moments in the story as well. But I feel like at some point in the story, you are going to be like, oh, I can just do that now whenever I like. Or you probably have to build up a meter for you to be able to do it. And then you can just press a button and you become the big fucking monster thing.
Gotta have
Or
big
maybe
monsters. It's
you
Final
can
Fantasy.
choose one of the 4 monsters or 5 or 6 monsters that you've got access to by the time you get towards the end of the game, I assume. Because you keep picking up new ones. Because people be dying either at your hand or in other ways that you might then pick up their abilities. So, and you can have, there's like, I think it's 5 different icon loadouts that are available in the game, and I'm still on the first one. So that suggests there's quite a bit to go. I think the game on PlayStation says I've got 48% progress or something. So I guess I'm about halfway. But yeah, I just keep going at it. Like, it's not really blowing me away in like a Zelda type of thing. Like Breath of the Wild was just like, I was absolutely addicted to that. And I was just like, when I put it down, I was like, I don't really want to stop playing, but I have to.
I think with Final Fantasy games, though, if you can remain interested, they certainly deliver in terms of spectacle and.
Oh yeah, when you're having a big set piece battle, it's fucking like off the charts. You're like, I'm a bit like, I need to probably sit a bit further away from my screen here because there's too much going on. Because there's fire and there's fucking lightning and all sorts of shit going on. But you're in control of like most of what you're doing. It does look quite spectacular, I have to say. I've got it in graphics mode. Apparently, I didn't notice that the other day because there's a couple of times I'm like, that frame rate looks a bit janky. But yeah, I'm in graphics mode, so make it look nice all the time.
What are you playing on?
PS5, but base PS5, OG PS5, OG base PS5 with a disc drive. How do you cope
with just having a base PS5?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not playing at 4K. That's how I cope. I'm playing at 2K. No. There's quite a lot of cutscenes and stuff. There's quite a lot of stuff I don't give a fuck about, honestly. But I feel like I have to do those side quests, don't you? I'm like, probably only going to take me 10 minutes to do a side quest, so I better do it. Because I'll get a bit of XP and some money.
But you're from traditional gaming stock, Neil. Side quests are there to help the main
It's
quest.
content. It's content at the end of the day.
Content, and it's going to make you stronger.
Yes. Not much stronger, though, it turns out, side quests. They're a bit...
That's no good,
a bit
then,
stingy.
You want side quests to really... They need to be worth your while.
I mean, they don't take very long, though. So, and what's quite good is, like, when you get to the end of the quest line and it says you've got to go back to the person to, like, cash in your quest kind of thing, it just comes up with, like, a bar that gradually goes down. So you have, like, loads of time to just press and hold, like, whatever the fucking button is, the start button, whatever it's called on the PlayStation. If you just hold it down, it'll go, and off you go. Fast travel straight to the guy you've got to hand in your quest to. So it's all right. It's not too bad. And there's quite a lot of fast travel available and stuff like that. So it's quite forgiving. Like, if you had to trek like half an hour across the map every time you'd fucking done a quest out, I wouldn't be playing this game. So, yeah. It does really just like feel... I was thinking this the other day. How quite a lot of, like, you think about Dark Souls and Final Fantasy, they're sort of very medievally, like sort of European medieval history. With like, and then Final Fantasy got all the weird magic shit, and like, but they're all made by like Japanese developers, and then got this fascination with like Japanese history and like samurais and things like that. But I don't really tend to make too many of those games. I don't know. I don't feel like there's as many of those. And like they sort of have this weird obsession with like European history. And like, is it cooler? I don't know. To like have to live in shit all the time and like that they did in the medieval times and have real nasty conditions.
What, digging for muck out the front of the...
Yeah, having really horrible lives.
I don't know.
Don't know. It just feels a bit like you've got this really rich history of your own. You don't, but then you sort of feel this weird obsession with dirty European history. I'm sure it wasn't all great in the samurai times, but you know, yeah, just a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they do it because they do it quite well.
All right. Okay.
So I've still got
Final
quite a bit to go, I would say.
Okay. Well, that's good. We'll still be hearing about it then.
Yeah, I guess.
Pilch has snuck in another game there. That wasn't on
Well,
there
no,
before.
there's 2 games there. One of them's not. Creatures of the Deep is not the same game as Abyssus.
I know that. Treble Bull wasn't on there before.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you're right. Anyway, right, I'll talk about the second game then, and then the last one won't take long. I have played Creatures of the Deep. It's on Apple Arcade. It is. I don't know if anybody's played it, but this sounds familiar. It's you are a fisherman, and you have to go and catch fish and bring them back to your island and sell the fish and build your island by finding floating wood and materials to build.
Dredge, isn't it?
Shops. Yeah, well, that's what I'm. Yeah, I've got Dredge, but I haven't played it. This looked like it was a bit more
Didn't we tell you to go play
accessible.
Dredge? I thought you were going
Yes,
to
I've
do
got
that.
it
Dredge, and I've still not
installed.
played it.
I've got it installed. So
Dredge is
basically,
quality.
you can get in your little rowing boat and row around to various islands, and to get to further islands, you have to go on a helicopter. But basically, the helicopter just flies through the sky, and it pulls you on a bit of rope, and you're still sitting in your boat, hanging on. That's how you get there. So you get to this first island, and you sail about. I'm using the Apple Pencil so that I just point to where I want the boat to go. You can use like your thumb, and it just brings up the virtual
It was
joystick
like,
on the
virtual
screen.
joysticks, yeah.
Yeah, but I just use the Apple Pencil and just point and direct where I want to go. So the first thing you do is you come across this guy on a bigger boat, and he says, "Oh, catch me some fish, and I'll tell you all the secrets of the deep." So you have to go and catch certain fish. He tells you roughly where they're going to be in this area around this island, and you go there, you catch some fish just by literally throwing, same like Animal Crossing style. You throw your rod out, you wait for it to bob, and then you have to bring it up at the right time to catch the fish. You don't have to do anything to catch the fish. Once you've hooked it on, it brings it in, tells you what fish you've got, how much it weighs. And once you've got 3 starfish that he asked specially for, you take them back and give them to him, and he'll give you your next little task. But at any point, you can only carry 5 things on your boat at the moment. I've got a wooden fishing rod that doesn't last 5 minutes, and I can only have 5 items in my bag. Those items also include, if you pick up a pile of floating logs, that's 1 item. So he might say, I need 3 of these fish. If you catch 2 of the wrong fish, you have to throw them away if you end up catching the fish you want to take back to him. You don't have to go straight back to him, because you can catch loads of fish, and then you can go back home and sell your fish on your own little island. There's loads of little things you've got to build, and it's just, there's something down there in the deep, some monster, and eventually you're going to find out. It sounds exactly the same as whatever that other one was called, Dredge. But it's quite a nice little game. I'm watching the football and I'm just playing it. Just doing a little bit of building and collecting and catching the fish. It's got a thing where there's also shit you can catch, like rubbish and stuff. There's tons of different rubbish that you might catch a
They're
tin
lobster
can or
pots.
you can catch all sorts of things. Yeah, no, you catch a tin can and then you can. It puts it in your inventory, and if you catch a fish and you think, "Oh, I've got no room," if you throw it away, if you throw the tin can back in the sea, you get like bad karma,
Yeah,
and it's like frowned upon sort of thing. So it doesn't help you to throw shit back in. So you
Doesn't
think,
help you
"Oh
to throw the
Christ."
shit out in the first place.
Yeah, so yeah, but you don't get a choice. If you just catch a tin can, you're not fishing
Right.
for a tin can. But if you hook one, you think, "Oh shit, I've got to go back home now. I'll take that fucking tin can and
Get rid
sell
of the
it."
old boot that you just brought up.
Yes, yeah, because you can't carry anything. So I'm assuming, and it's got different weights and things. You can different records. Obviously, it's all randomly generated. You're not necessarily catching a bigger swordfish than the swordfish you got before. It just comes, "Oh, you've got a record, it's this weight." So there's loads of different rods you can buy at some point. There's loads of different baits you can fish for different things. So it's quite good. It's just a nice little game. Do you like that? I'm just sitting there, I've got the sound off, I'm watching the football and I'm just tapping away and doing idle work. So that's quite a good
Dredge
little
is on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
possibly. It's on Apple Arcade. I think it might be
Oh,
on
Dredge is
Netflix.
on our Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the plus version, so you don't get any microtransactions or you don't have to wait 2 days for something to happen. You just get everything. So
Mm.
it's a nice little cartoon. It looks very nice actually. Um there's different boats floating around fishing. They're not real people, but I'm assuming I can upgrade my boat at some point and
Yeah,
probably
you'll
go a bit
upgrade your
further
inventory
out. And
spaces and
yeah,
upgrade
yeah, yeah,
your fishing
yeah.
rod and all that stuff. Yeah.
What was the game that you had that was fucked up because of the no? Oh,
Because
it's the
they took
pizza game.
away the transactions. Yeah, the pizza game. Yeah.
You ain't
This
come across
one
anything like
doesn't
that then?
seem. No, not yet. I've played it for about 3 hours and I haven't come across anything that's broken. I mean, I'm assuming you can buy a fishing rod for real money, but obviously in this game, everything you can buy with the in-game credits. But I would assume that when it's not a Apple Plus game, that you can buy these better fishing rods for proper
Yeah.
for real money. Yeah. It's just good. I like it. So just sit there and while I'm not doing anything in particular, it's always nice to have a little game. And as I keep saying, the iPad is just absolutely perfect for games like this. Just they're not idle clickers. You're actually doing something on them, but you can just put it down, leave it there for 10 minutes. It's in the same place as you come back, pick it up, away you go again. Just a good little game. Um,
Nice.
but I don't know why I started playing. I just think it looked a little bit
Is it new
prettier
on
and a bit
Apple?
more fun. Yeah, it only came yesterday, which is probably why I downloaded it. But I've got
Yeah.
about 30 games that I'm going to get round to playing at some point. But so and then the last game I've got is also on iPad. It's a roguelike deck building darts game.
Oh, blimey.
I've only played 10 minutes of it. It's not free. No, it is
Oh.
free. It's not on Apple Arcade. It's just a mobile game.
Right.
It's probably got microtransactions because it's download for free. And what does it say? In-game purchases available or something. It
Oh,
normally
yeah.
says
Up to
that.
£99.99 ones.
Mm.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to work your way through various pubs playing darts. I haven't worked out quite what you've got to do yet. It starts off where you've got a dartboards on the top half of the screen. Bottom half of the screen is cards, and they're basically numbers on the board.
What's this called?
What did I say? It was
Treble Bull.
Treble Bull.
I
Treble
can't
Bull.
find videos for this at all. Just those of darts
No.
videos.
Mm. It's just I thought, oh, it's a card game, so I like some of them card games. I absolutely hate some of them card games. Again, you just never know what you're gonna whether it's going to be one of them ones that grabs you. So
Now normally we let Dave do the quality testing on these.
yeah. So it doesn't look too confusing at the moment. Like I say, I've just got a dartboard and some cards. You select which number card you want to play, like a 19 or a 20, and all it has is a little thing going across the screen. So you tap it when you want to throw the dart. So you'll have a bar, and then depending on how difficult the number is to hit, whether it's a treble, it will have a shorter and it'll be sooner in the line, or it'll be a shorter green area that you've got to hit it in. And if you get it bang on, it goes in. If it says it's a 19 card, it's basically throwing a 19. So, and if you mess it up, it might go in a 7 or go in a 3 or whatever.
Gotcha.
So I don't know anything about the decks or the building at the moment because I haven't played it enough, but I thought I'll mention it, seeing as I've actually got it up now and I'm sort of looking at it, playing it, but trying to work out what to do. It's probably utter shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny how, because it always says, oh, when you look at the game, it'll say underneath, oh, we recommend these. So many card games.
Yeah.
Just
Well, it's all
literally
off the
hundreds of them.
Balatro success, isn't it?
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. You only get to hear really about the really good ones.
We're getting
So
a glut of deck building roguelites. And
yeah, out of 20 games, 3 of them are going to be really good.
With shoehorned multipliers and weird shit.
But this one you got to work through your pubs. So I don't know how you win or
pubs. You say?
Yeah. You're a dart pub player.
No winning.
So you can upgrade your darts and your flights and your bits and pieces apparently as well. So
with real cash. Or
I haven't got to real cash yet, but it must be because it has got in-game. I don't know how much of it you can play before it starts saying you're basically
Have you
fucked
thought
now
about
until you spend some
upgrading your
money.
darts?
Yeah. So yeah, I like darts. I like card games, so I thought I'd give it a go.
All right.
And that's it. It's all I played.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I would like to commend whoever put in the show title Lighton Buzzard. That is our winner. That's quality.
Lighton Buzzard. Oh, okay, nice.
Better than Jimmy Savile.
You put Jimmy Savile in?
Jimmy with a GYM.
Jimmy is in the gym.
Okay.
Dave's normally responsible for most of them, but obviously it wasn't him.
All right, good job. Okay, well, that's the show then, as far as I'm concerned. Thanks to everyone who listens. Thanks to those who joined us online.
For subbing, apparently.
Who?
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Daisy.
Oh, well done, Daisy. Thanks. And Itza was in there in the chat.
Yep.
Good to hear. Good to see Itza again. Thanks for everyone who gave us a question. Yada, yada, yada. You know where to find us at SealPodcast.com. That's all you need. All right. Is that a show?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, a bit tired,
you just
actually.
Want to keep going?
I'm a bit fucked. Like the last few weeks, I'm just a bit fucked constantly because of the football. I'm up at all different hours of the day. Yeah, we're on.
Yeah.
Laters.
Laters.
What?